Hey everyone, this is Deepali and you are watching my channel English with Deepali. Today I am going to tell you how you can speak English fluently and effortlessly. Isn't it surprising that how you can speak English naturally and fluently? So, without any further ado, let's get into video. Have you ever heard about this phrase? Practice makes perfect. Yes, you are listening me right. That practice makes you perfect. If you are practicing English regularly for 25 minutes a day, so you can see the big change in your speech. And definitely you will learn to speak English confidently. So more you will practice, more you will become confident speaker. Learners always have this question, and I'm going to solve the answer of this question. I am learning this language and I'm speaking English, but I don't have an idea I'm speaking the correct English or wrong English. So I don't know how where to use grammar and how to use grammar. So here I have interesting tip that you can follow, and you can also work on your grammar. And you need to read a lot. Yes, reading will definitely help you to make simple sentences. English is not about you are using fancy words and phrases and idioms, and you are not able to make correct sentences and you just want to show off. Don't do that. Don't use fancy phrases or idioms or vocabulary. If you are a beginner, you should focus on the sentence formation, right? So first you need to clear your base. And what's your base? To make a simple sentences. Every single day you need to make simple sentences. Once you done this task, so you can, and if you feel comfortable in that you have confidence that now you are able to make simple sentences, then you can go further and you can learn idioms and phrases and vocabulary, and that is how you can learn this language. Now the question is that grammar, how much grammar is important in spoken English? So to be honest, grammar is important. Without grammar there is no language. So maybe you might think that why you are saying like this, even maybe you are not using correct grammar and you are saying that grammar is important. So really sorry, my intentions are not that I want to offend you. It is true, you can't deny it. So a way I'm going to share you my personal experience when I have started to learn this language. So personally I felt that why I should learn grammar. Grammar is not important because I'm only speaking and people are understanding me, but that is not a thing. If you want to speak English correctly, if you want people understand you what you are saying, so for that purpose you must know the grammar well. And I'm not asking you that okay you can learn entire grammar. It is not about free for everyone to learn it. So you can learn at least tenses, vocabulary, idioms and phrases, and that's it. Even if you are not interested in learning phrases, idioms, or maybe advanced vocabulary, so you should at least learn tenses, because tenses plays important role in spoken English. It shows that timeline. It shows that what we're talking about, present, past, or future. And if you are good at least tenses, then you can see that anyone can understand your English and they can easily understand your message. That's what language is for. Now I am going to tell you some practices that you can use, and the method will definitely help you to become a fluent and natural speaker. Very first is that you need to do shadowing practice. What is shadowing practice exactly? You need to see any short video, any clip for only 1 to 2 minutes, and if you are watching it for 1 to 2 minutes, then you can repeat after that speaker. You can turn on the subtitles, and along with that subtitle you need to read. You need to follow each and everything. You need to follow the sentence, you need to follow the speaker, how they are speaking, and rhythm, intonation. Whenever I want to do shadowing, I feel bored of it. I get bored of it. I feel like why I have started to do shadowing technique, because you need to read, you need to repeat the same sentence, because the sentences you make it is very different than the sentences they speak, and that makes me very bored. and because of that I do not prefer to do shadowing technique. So instead I have another method and I am using that, and personally I think that it is helping me lots. And I believe that if something is working for you doesn't mean that it should work for others. So I am sharing my technique and you can use the same technique if you want. I'm going to share you my technique, the method that I use for sentence formation and tenses. So what I do, I make one sentence and I convert that same sentence into different tense, present tense, past tense and future tense. So that is how I practice my sentences along with tenses. And it doesn't bored me as well. I don't get bored of it. If someone is sharing something and it will work for you. If it is not working, so you should stop to do that, stop to use that same technique. Many people might think that shadowing technique and mirror technique might be similar, but yes, these techniques are very different. It might sound similar, but it's very different. Mirror technique means you need to stand in front of mirror and you should speak whatever comes in your mind. For those who are beginners, who for those who don't have partner, whom can they speak in English, whom can they practice in English, for them I must say that mirror will definitely going to help them. And nowadays we have technology, so you can also use some technology and you can use some applications, and definitely that applications will help you to become a fluent speaker. But for now I am going to tell you how you can use mirror for your spoken English. So you need to stand in front of mirror. Once you stand in front of mirror, speak whatever comes in your mind. Here I want to tell you something interesting. Don't translate your mother tongue to English. What happens if you are translating your mother tongue to English? So it will become very difficult for you to make sentences. So you might think that it is not working for me. Why I'm just standing in front of mirror? Yes, it's weird if you are speaking in front of mirror and no one is there, and you might think that you are not stupid and it just sounds like stupid. Because of only this reason people do not prefer to practice in front of mirror, because they think that they are speaking with them alone and it sounds weird, it sounds stupid. So that first you will speak wrong English in front of mirror as well. But I will tell you some advantages that why you should use mirror technique. So if you are standing in front of mirror, so you will not get recording of that session, and it will not get recorded in mirror that how you are speaking and what you have talked and which tenses you have used and idioms and phrases and sentence structure. It will not get recorded in mirror. But the best thing about mirror is that no one will judge you for sure. And you will not feel hesitant to make mistakes as well. And you will feel confident. You can work on your facial expression. You can observe how you are speaking and to tell you how you can use the next method, and that is the least method that people always use, and these days people are using this method. People just record themselves in mobile, and nowadays we everyone has mobile and they use technology. So it is quite easy for everyone to record their same themselves in a camera, and they can recognize where they are making mistake, how much they need to improve, where they need to improve, and what kind of improvement they need. Maybe sentence structure, maybe tenses, maybe grammar, whatever it is, maybe facial expressions, body gesture, or maybe anything, maybe confidence as well, right? So the thing is that it plays the important role if you want to speak English, if you want to build your confidence, if you want to get comfortable on camera. So you need to record yourself every single day, at least for 5 minutes. Just open your camera and start recording, and record what you are saying, record a topic, maybe daily routine, maybe what you have done yesterday, what are you going to do tomorrow, and what's your plan for today. And that is how you can record the small clips, and you can revisit the same recording. Now most important thing is that you need feedbacks. How you will know that you are speaking correct English or you need improvement in your speech? So without tutor, without suggestion, without expert, you will not feel like that you are improving. So you need to check up on your progress, that how you are improving. So you can keep one diary and you can write your mistakes, that where you are making mistakes. So I will tell you who can help you. ChatGPT is there. You can ask ChatGPT that okay, I want to practice my English with the ChatGPT. So if I am making mistakes, you can correct me in between. So you can ask ChatGPT. So ChatGPT will definitely going to help you. Para rephrase to ChatGPT. You can write. You can read. You can listen to podcast. You can do different activities. End of the day, it is you that you should practice alone. Even people are helping you, so you need to take action. You are the one who need to give a base. You need to practice. If you are searching how to become a fluent speaker and what can I do for fluency, you will get lots of content on YouTube and social media. But the thing is that you need to do practice. Without practice, you will not improve, and without speaking, you will not improve. You need to create your own environment for your spoken English. It is not because that okay, English is the only language that you can improve in your life, but it is the language that will help you to grow in your life, grow in your career, and which is going to give you confidence as well. And if they are not speaking English, it means that they know the another language. We should respect each and everyone. We should respect our Indian language as well. So if you like this video, don't forget to like, subscribe and share. And if you want any more content like this, so don't forget to tell me in comment section. See you in next video. Till then, bye bye.